Hello. How we doing? Thank you so much. I really love this setup too. But hi, how we doing everybody? Are we excited to play more Tiny Bookshop? I have not played any more since we played last stream, but I have been watching people play more, and I know there's a lot more to get done, so I'm very excited to see what we're gonna end up doing today. Let's see, I'm gonna go ahead and get the game pulled up for us. Oh, I'm so excited to play more Tiny Bookshop. Okay, I think we can go ahead and get right on into it. Stream today might be a little bit shorter just because I have some things to do. Today's my husband's birthday. Wish him a happy birthday in the comments, please. He's also modding today for us, so wish him a happy birthday, please, guys. I'm good. How are you, Brianna? Is it Brianna or is it Brianna? I have friends that go by Brianna, and I have some friends that go by Brianna. Alright, let's open the game. Okay, so we are here. It's a new day. Alright, so I don't remember what day is it. Let's check. Okay, so today it looks like it's Monday. Okay. Thank you, Brianna. Thank you. So where should we go today? I think we've maybe done every place that we've unlocked so far. I kind of want to go back and do like the cafe. That's probably the one that I want to do. But what do you guys think? And also, it is a little bit more expensive, but I feel like we got the best customers there last time. So what we feeling? We're stocked on the books. We have so many kids' books. Honestly, I think that I might need to put some more kids' books on the shelves when we get to that, because I need to trim, and the fantasy, I need to trim down on the kids' books in the fantasy. Okay, I think we're gonna go to the cafe. Okay, so let's see what's here. Okay, we're gonna replace these with the kids. I'm going to replace some of the drama books with the kids' books first. And then I'm going to also put a few dramas down here. And then let's add a couple here too. Okay. Yeah, I think that'll be, because we've got Boost for the drama, the classics, travel books as well, and fact books. Okay. Yeah, I think that works. Okay, let's get into it. Let's get into the new day. Have any of you played Tiny Bookshop on your own so far? If you have, are you liking it? Personally, I think it is one of the most fun games that have come out recently. There are some other games that I have been looking into to potentially play in the future, but right now I'm really enjoying this one. Okay, shop is open. We are ready for business. Looks like we've already got a customer with a fun looking haircut. I really liked his haircut. Alright, recommendation time. This is my favorite part of this book. My favorite part of this game is the book recommendations. What's up? I need to get more into philosophy, and I could also go for something poetic. I also usually enjoy a classic piece of literature. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, I really recommend getting it. It is available on Steam and Switch currently as well. But yeah, I really recommend it so far. It's been so fun. Okay, so what do we think for recommendation? Philosophy, poetic, and a little bit of classic. Well, let's see what we've got for classics. Okay, so we've got Animal Farm. I don't know that Animal Farm fits that. Dracula doesn't either. Hmm. No. Let's see. What do we have in. This one is difficult. The difficulty on this one, I feel like, is very accurate. I don't know if I have any, like, poetry. Um, let's see. Let me go down to the fact books and see what we have. I don't really think I have anything for this, to be quite honest. It just I don't really have anything, like, I don't think philosophical or like any type of poetry. So, I don't know, should we just pass maybe? Or should we just offer him a classic? I don't know. What do you guys think? I kind of want to pass, but maybe not. Let me see. Let me look through my classics one more time. Hold on. Let me also look up Animal Farm again, because it's been a while since I've read Animal Farm. I mean, so if I give him a bad recommendation, it will he won't buy anything else, I don't think. And then also it will just say that I've given him a bad recommendation. It doesn't really like do impact too negatively, I don't think. But if I give him a good recommendation, it gives us like a boost temporarily that like helps with like sales. So I mean, Animal Farm is like thought provoking, and it is classical, but I don't know that he would like it. Mm, I don't know. Maybe let's do it. Let's just go with Animal Farm. Let's see what happens. Okay. Okay, Animal Farm. I already know I'm going to reflect on that one for a while. How'd you know? Okay. Okay. Whew. that was that was a little much. I'm not gonna lie. um, let's see. We've sold a fantasy. The Passage. Okay, okay. I was talking to one of my friends who also mods sometimes. Her name is Chloe. And she was, when we were playing last week, we were talking about how we wish you could actually, like, go into the bookshop. I wish you could, like, watch them browse. I don't know. I like being able to see them through the windows, but I wish you could just, like, I don't know, do like a half view where you could actually see in the bookshop. I don't know. But Tildy's back. If you weren't here for the last stream, we did not do Tildy's little quest of taking her stuff to the flea market. So she may be really mad when we talk to her. Hello dear, can I give you a word of advice? You will probably soon gather some regulars, people who will always return to your shop and who will like to chat. In my experience, they always greatly appreciate it if you can remember some details about them. Maybe last week they told you about their hobby or that their birthday's coming up. I recommend writing these things down in your journal. For example, young Harper is celebrating her birthday soon. And you know how important birthdays are at that age. I'm sure she'll be delighted if you give her your best wishes. Here, lend me that journal for a minute and I'll fill in all of the important dates I can remember off the top of my head. Okay. Interesting. I did see that there were some birthdays on the calendar when I last looked, but it was like very minimal. So I like the idea of birthdays. That's always what intrigued me with Stardew Valley is like birthdays and things. It gives you more lore and it makes it more fun. So we will have to go in and look at that. You must be that person Tildy has told me about. Our customers would surely appreciate more classic books. What a shame. You should be a bit more prepared next time. Sorry. Okay. I am Miriam Devior. Welcome to my cafe, the Liberté, maybe? I'm really bad at pronouncing names. So sorry. But yes, I think we already met Miriam last time. I don't remember her being this upset about not having classics, though. You should know it's been a family-owned business for about 200 years now. Dang. Throughout the years, the Liberté has hosted our history's greatest minds. From writers to revolutionaries, they all met right here. But surely you have done your own research into this town already. Either way, I have to get back to my customers. Goodbye. Okay. Okay, I gotta lock in because I think I missed a recommendation. Okay. Here's one. Let me put your skills to the test. I want some cold, hard facts. And I like niche books for the most part. However, I don't usually like when a book tries to be funny. Okay. So, fact section. We don't have a lot of fact books today, but let's see what we've got. The decoration of houses. Okay. Okay, that one could work. Get to know the Finnish design master Avalar Aalto. This book takes us on a visual journey through almost 60 years of iconic creations. Okay, this one's interesting. Get to know the most fascinating cave dwellers, from worms, snails, spiders, different insects, fish, and amphibians in their... okay, I like this one. I kind of like this one. Maybe? I mean, it's easy difficulty, so I kind of feel like she would like anything. So, I'm just going to go with this one. Okay. This one will be useful. Alright, I love the little dance. Wait, do they always do a little dance? That's the first time I'm seeing them do a little dance, but I kind of like that. I'm not going to lie. That was cute. It looks like we've also sold quite a bit of books today. I hope that eventually, which I'm sure you can, but I would like to have more bookshelves in the shop, just because I feel like one bookshelf it's not enough. So I would like to have more. Alright, and I think we're about to close up for the day. Yes, okay. Alright, let's see how we did. It looks like we got 95 gold coins now, which is fun. Okay. So, Also, my screen is like blocking this text, but it says that yesterday our books, the best sold was four classics, and then we had three crime novels sell, and then three fact books sell, and three kids books sell. Okay, so 15 in total, for a total of 38 coins after expenses. Okay, so we didn't do bad. Um, let's see. So, do we think we should buy, because we are a bit low on classic books? So do you guys think we should buy some like a book box and see if we can get some more classics? Because I feel like classics generally are the bestseller. I kind of think we should. I'm not gonna lie. Let's do that. Let's buy. Which one should we buy though? The mint condition murders, I feel like, are just going to be crime novels, which we don't really have a lot of crime novels either. But I feel like if we do like a used book lot, we may get more in different genres. Let's see. Let's see what we get. Okay. Alright, so it looks like we got 9 classics and then quite a bit more in each genre as well. So, yeah, but we only got one crime novel. I kind of want to do this one as well just to see if we get any more crime books, because I don't really want to buy just crime books. Okay, we got 2, and we did get more classics with that, so I'm happy with that, even though now we have so many kids books and drama books and fantasy books. It's fine. Alright, let's go ahead and let's go to... Actually, I wanted to look in the journal because I wanted to see about the birthdays. So, she said that Harper's birthday was coming up. It's summer 12. Okay. And her favorite genres are fact books and fantasy books. So we will have to make sure to stock up on those when summer 12 happens. What day are we on right now? 9? Okay. Okay. We've got a few days then. Okay, so where should we go now? What are we thinking? What are we feeling? Do we want to go to the waterfront square, the cafe again, the supermarket, or the beach? What do we feel? How we feeling? Let me know. Because I will say, I think that I've went to every location at least once. I think that the beach has the lowest sales. The cafe does decently well. The supermarket's kind of average, and then the waterfront square is also kind of average. So, what do we think? Where do we want to go? Any ideas? Any suggestions? I kind of maybe see if we can save a little bit today and go to one of the cheaper places. So maybe the supermarket or the waterfront square. So, just to see if we can get a better profit today. Yeah, I think if nobody opposes, I think I'm going to do the waterfront square. Yeah, we're doing it. Okay, so, let's do a bit of reorganizing because I feel like our bookshelves are starting to just get a little bit of a mess. I still want to put crime on the top with some classic books. And then let's do a few fact books. I'm going to put them right there this time. And then We've got a boost with the travel books too, so we'll put those up high. And then we'll put drama down here. And then what am I missing? Kids books. Okay, we'll put some kids books down here. And then we'll put a few more classics at the bottom too, just because I feel like classics are genuinely the best sellers. So, okay. Time to do another day. All right. So, let's get the bookstore, the tiny bookshop open for the day. And I do hope to go back to the flea market again and get some more decor, because I feel like we're lacking in the decor department right now. I feel like we need more. How far, if any of you guys have played, how far have you guys got? I would love to know, because I want to know how far you can expand your bookshop. Alright, Tildy. Yes, I heard you met the, my acquaintance of, what? I've heard you made the acquaintance of my Mary. Okay? She has a great sense for business, much more than I've had. It runs in the family, you know. The Liberté has been with them for 2 centuries. And my Miriam has always managed to stay on top of those decades of paperwork while still working out front with the customers. It's quite the incredible feat, although she has enough employees that she would do well to rely on a little more. But I think she has a hard time letting go of the reins, so to speak. She refuses to speak of retirement at all. But who am I to tell her what to do? I gave up on that years ago. Interesting. Okay. Alright. New recommendation. Let's see what Tildy wants today. So, dear, anything I haven't read yet. Bonus points if it's from this century. I've got a soft spot for mysteries. Okay, immediately, let's go look at the crime books and see what we've got. We've got The Fall of the House of Usher. It's not from this century. We've got Ghost Stories from the Grave. That's from this century, but it also has stories within it that are not from this century. It was published in this century, but the stories within it may not all be from this century. I'm not well versed in everyone that it mentions. Telltale Heart's not from this century. And Poe is also not from this century. Neither is that. Okay. Let's see. Do we have anything in the drama books that deal with mysteries? Not in this century. Not a mystery. Nope. And nope. No. I don't. No. Okay. I've never read Ugly Love, and I don't really know. I know of. Well, I have read Colleen Hoover before, but I don't necessarily know if Ugly Love has any type of mystery element. I think that's maybe Verity. Maybe I'm getting them confused. I don't know. I haven't touched a Coho book in years, so I don't know. Let's see. Do we have anything else? I mean, I don't think. That one's like a thriller. Here's a mystery. Okay, but it's not from this century. Guys, I don't think that I have anything for this. Really at all. I really think I'm just gonna skip because yeah, they have Colleen Hoover on here. I really didn't expect them to honestly have Colleen Hoover on here just because I feel like Colleen Hoover has really like went down on like the trending side of things, but they do have Colleen Hoover on here. And Colleen Hoover also, I guess I should say, isn't really for me. Like I said, I only read one book, but the short story collection, yeah. But my only problem is that it's some of the things are not from this century. Like some of the stories in here may not be from this century, but we could try it. I'm here for trying it. Okay, let's try it. Let's see what happens. Oh, we got it. We did good. Sweet. How wonderfully contemporary. Okay. Good recommendation, Brianna. Thank you. All right. Good. I was a little bit concerned we weren't going to have anything for that, but Brianna coming in clutch. Thank you. All right. Let's see if anybody else needs a recommendation. And let's also, I kind of want to peep around really quick just to see. Steam collected. Show off your catch. Sell 20 books to the local sailors. Oh, we completed that. Yay. I didn't know we would complete that quickly. I'm not going to lie. I wonder. Oh. Hey, good to see you again. Fern. I love Fern. Fern might be my favorite so far. I dropped in today hoping to find a new book. I'm nearing the end of a 10-part series I really like. It's, never mind. It's embarrassing. Anyways, I, could use some advice on what to read next. A 10-part series. I wonder what it is. I really wish Fern would have said what series he's reading. Alright, so let's see. What's the latest headline? I want something with a political message. I'm ready for a 700-page commitment. I can't get enough of Middlemarch. What is Middlemarch? A charming study of English provincial life with all its love, ambition, and scandal, following the lives of unforgettable characters in this literary classic. Okay. A political message. Let's see what we've got. Okay, this is slavery in it. So this maybe could work. It depends on how political they get into the slavery though. But that one could work. But it's not 700 pages. So maybe not. Anne of Green Gables is a no. Romeo and Juliet, no. 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 Let's see, what do we have down here? Crime and Punishment. I've never read Crime and Punishment, so I don't fully know what it's about. Does it have any political stance in it? I'm unsure. But it's also not 700 pages, but it's the closest one I've got in the classics so far. I don't think kids' literature would have anything political. Nothing there's 700 pages. What about fact books? Do we have anything? Fantasy? No, I think maybe the closest one would be, where did it go? Crime and Punishment, but it's not 700 pages. What we think. I don't know. I don't really think I've got anything else. Like maybe fantasy, um, like a fantasy political message could work, but I don't really think I have anything here either. The longest book that I have here is this. Um and I don't know how political this would get either. So I don't know. I really just think yeah, it's close to 700. I don't know. I'm going to go with Crime and Punishment. Maybe. Yeah. Let's just see what happens because I'm unsure. Okay, let's go with it. Let's see what happens. Okay, there was no political aspects in Crime and Punishment. You know, again, I don't really know what Crime and Punishment is about. So also, it is currently thundering outside. So, sorry in advance if you guys can hear the thunder. I hope you can't, but sorry in advance. Sorry. I'm sure it's a great book. It's just not really for me, I guess. Sorry, Fern. How about you? Are you an avid reader? Absolutely. I had a feeling that surely helps in your line of work. I'll take another look at yourselves and I'll talk to you later. Okay. Sorry, Fern. You win some, you lose some in this game. I really wanted to go talk to this guy. I forgot his name. Walt. Yeah. Ayo, youngin. Well done on those sales there. Seems like I underestimated your. Now, if you're truly wants to stay afloat or float around here, you're gonna need this. He gave me a life buoy. Okay, fun. Does it do anything? It looks like it gives us a bonus travel sales chance, but it's also negative 10% danger. I'm not really understanding the danger portion. Like, danger how? Like, danger gonna fall off the wall? Like, what kind of danger? Maybe sales danger? I don't know. Let me tell you a wee secret. Us sea folk love a good decoration or two. If you want to garner a little respect round here, you just have to show us your maritime side. Okay. All right. Invite to the fish market. There's a fish market? I'm sure I've got some knickknacks left over if you want to have a look. Okay. Okay, yes, and I forgot that we could buy things from Walt as well. Alright, let me see. I mean, we're a little broke at the moment, and I really don't want to buy another buoy. I've already got one hanging out front. Well, did I take it down? I might have taken it down, but I've already got a buoy somewhere. And we're a little broke at the moment, so maybe we'll skip out on shopping from Walt. Sorry, Walt. Alright, let's see if anybody else. Okay, we have a recommendation. Hi, you're the highlight of my route. I wanted some cold, hard facts. Give me something entertaining but not too demanding. But try to give me something not too obscure. Okay. Okay. Let's see what we've got in the fact side of things. Okay, this is about Shakespeare. Okay, this is an introduction into Shakespeare. We have Zaya Hadid. Concrete Light Curves. This coffee table book is packed with some contemporary architecture, finest works by visionary architect. Insert that person's name here. Richard Sierra. The man behind the masterpiece explored the life and artistic version of legendary sculptor, modern art icon in this series of interviews, presented alongside marvelous black and white photographs of his work. And then we basically just have a lot of fact books about architecture. um, let's see. But not too obscure. I don't know what would you guys consider too obscure? Like, I don't know. Well, I mean, the most popular thing that we have is Shakespeare. So, and Shakespeare is, pretty well known. What do we think? I kind of just want to go with Shakespeare. I mean, it says it's lighthearted, and it also says it's just like an introduction into Shakespeare. Yeah, I kind of like this. I'm gonna go with it, and we'll see. We'll see what he thinks. Awesome, cool, amazing. Sounds like a good way to get back into reading. Okay, we might have to agree to disagree on that one because Shakespeare. I don't think Shakespeare would get me back into reading. I'm not a class. Well, I like classics, but Shakespeare I just can't do it. Okay, let's see if anybody else wants a recommendation. It also looks like we are getting close to closing for the day as well. Yes, okay, I think it's time to close up shop. Alright, so let's see how we did. I really, really want a new bookshelf. Like, I just want them to give me a new bookshelf so bad. Alright, so it looks like our bestseller of today was travel books, which is interesting. And then followed up by classics, fantasy, fact, and crime books. We did not sell any drama books or any kids books today. Interesting, okay? So now we're on Wednesday, and it is the waterfront fish market. Okay. Um, so I don't think I want to buy any more books right now just because we are a little bit on the broke side, and I kind of want to maybe potentially buy a coffee machine just because it does give you um, a bit of a boost in the drama sales chance. So maybe we'll get that eventually. All right, let's move on and let's go to the waterfront fish market. So let's go back to the waterfront square and we will see about the waterfront fish market. So, do you think we need to add anything? I mean, I think that still classics are a pretty good seller, but do you think we need to maybe switch anything out? Um, I kind of want to do some more crime and then refill what we had in the classics that we have missing. But I also kind of maybe wanted to add a bit more fantasy today just to see what happens. And then we will also refill on travel books as well as a couple fact books as well. Yeah. I think that works. I think that's good. Okay. Let's go to the waterfront square. I've never been to the fish market before, so this will be fun. This will be interesting. Oh, look at little Walt. Well, you can't see him. He's down here. I will move the camera in just a second so you guys can see him set up. Look at him. He is set up and prepared to sell fish. Let's see what he's doing. Listen here, matey. I appreciate dropping in and by and wanting to visit the waterfront, but today is not the time. We're having our fish market here, and it's invite only. Well, sir, didn't you say earlier that you wanted to invite me? Come back when you've shown a bit more spirit. Well, I'm here. I'm here now. Too bad. I'm not moving. The market is cute. I agree. Alright, Tildy. Let's see what you're wanting today. Hello, dear. I'd like a book that doesn't take itself too seriously. I quite enjoy crime novels. I'm trying to read more from female authors. Okay, let's see what we've got in the crime section. Edgar Allan Poe is not going to fit that description, but Agatha Christie might. We have 2 Agatha Christie books. Okay, Edgar Allan Poe and Ellen Rexon. 16 heirs must prepare to solve the mystery of eccentric millionaire Sam Westing's last will and testament to all his to win all of his vast fortune. Puzzle along as twists and turns of this clever case unfold. Okay. Maybe. I don't know. We need something unserious. So, I kind of think that this may be the Westing game, maybe a bit more unserious than Agatha Christie. Although, I've never read an Agatha Christie, so I could be totally wrong. But, I mean, you know, I just think of the inheritance games when I look at this. So, maybe. What do we think, guys? Do we want to do an Agatha Christie or do we want to do an Ellen Rexon? Does anybody oppose going with the Ellen Rexon? I kind of want to do it just because, again, it makes me think of the inheritance games. And the inheritance games to me was a bit silly goofy, so. Agatha Christie? Which one? So should we do The Mysterious Affair at the Styles or Murder of Roger Ackroyd? Okay, this one says leaves retirement to review a crime scene. All signals point to a locked room that no one can get into. Or this one says the start of Christie's career as a prolific crime novelist, the first appearance of beloved Belligan detective. Okay, and the first in a long series. The murder one? Okay. We'll do the murder one. Let's see what happens. Brianna, you're just so good at recommending books. Alright, The Murder of Roger Ackroyd. This case sounds fantastic, or sounds fascinating. I've never tried that one before. Thank you. That's so fun. Wow, looks like we've got quite a bit of customers going in now. Maybe we'll get quite a few sales today. I hope so, with the fish market going on. Maybe not. I say that and they've all just walked out. Klaus! Hey, Klaus. Hey there, I'm still on the lookout for album inspo. You don't happen to have a book that could help me out, do you? Maybe. Gotta get some inspo. I usually prefer nonfiction. Yeah. Please open a bookshop. You would be fabulous. Either that or, become a booktuber and recommend books all day long. But yeah, you're really good at it. I usually prefer nonfiction. I quite like historical settings. I tend to read lesser known works. Okay. So, nonfiction, I immediately go to the facts section. Historical settings, okay. So we've got this one still. And we've got this one still. Okay, so we've got 2 books about architecture, which are all pretty historical. I mean, which one is the latest? This one, Towards a New Architecture, is the latest, like, historical nonfiction that I've got. So, what we think? Do we think this? I kind of think this. Just because the difficulty's easy, and I've actually never heard of this before, so to me, it would be lesser known. I'm going to try it out. We're going to see if it works. Marvelous. I haven't heard of it yet. Okay. Slay. Fun. I just don't think that the word architecture and dope could be in the same sentence, but a book about architecture being dope. Fun. Thanks, mate. This is a massive help. I'll be back here soon. Thank you, Klaus. Appreciate your business. So many people. Wow. Oh, Fern. Hey, I'll just pick out a new book if that's okay. Yeah, enjoy the rest of your day, Fern. I love you so much. And let's hope the nice weather holds up until Saturday. Everyone's counting on it for the flea market. Okay. The flea market for sure is where we got the best sales. So. Okay. Also, we need to keep an eye on the date, because I don't want to miss Harper's birthday and not have books in stock for her. Alright, that's the end of another day. We did really good as far as sales. Let's see what books sold the most. So, interesting. For the fish market day, the best-selling book was the travel book, and then fact, and then fantasy. So, noted. I will have to make sure to stock travel books the next time for the fish market. Alright. I don't think we need to stock up on any books right now, but... Okay, so it's 11. Let's see. Let me double check. Yeah, summer 12. Okay. And then, I also didn't see earlier, but it does have, and again, I'm blocking it. So sorry, but it does have pronouns as well, which is good. I do need to refer. Okay. 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 So where do we want to go today? Yeah. Fern really loves to, like, write about you in the paper every week or every day. He shows up at the beginning. He's like, hey, so you're new. Let me write about you. And I was like, okay, sure. Why not? But Fern, #1 supporter immediately. Anyway, so where do we want to go today? We've went to the Water Square front twice. So maybe Maybe the beach? I kind of want to do the beach again just to see if sales are going to be as bad as they were the last time. But the beach also is the most expensive, so the fact that the sales were that bad is a little bit shocking. But anyway, let's try the beach out today. I just want to see. I'm curious if it'll be any different. Okay. So immediately we need to add another crime novel back as well as a classic. And then we need to do some travel books. And then fact books as well. And then a few fantasy because it looks like we did sell some fantasy yesterday. Okay. Yeah, I'm happy with this. So let's go to the beach. Alright, let's get everything open for the day. The beach setting is, like, visually my favorite. Where did that beach ball go? Wait, I didn't know you could hit the beach ball. I want to do it again. Wait, that's so fun. Oh, hey, there's my ball. Well, we just helped somebody get their ball back. How fun. Okay, recommendation time. We're talking, honey, we're talking to the bookseller right now. I want something short and sweet. Fact books are just boring to me, though. Okay, noted. Short and sweet. Let's see. Yeah, that was really funny. I didn't know that. I know you can click on things, like, sometimes, but the beach ball, that was really fun. So we have the cask of Amontillado, I think. This is one of the only Poe works I've never read. Kids book? Maybe. I mean, we do have Sky Island is, well, no, actually, The Invasion is the shortest. Okay. We do also have, what was I just looking at? This one. Nope. This one. But, I don't know. It is a little bit, in the past. So I don't know if she would vibe with that. But this one is from the 90s. So it's a little bit more modern. 90s kids will remember wanting the ability to spontaneously transform into an animal, but be careful because the aliens are trying to infiltrate Earth, and if you don't change back, you might get stuck as a hawk forever. Interesting. Let's do The Invasion, just because it's more modern. It's short, but it's got a little something to it. Let's see what's gonna happen. Whoa, the perfect book to carry around with me. It's like, okay. See, and we do get a little boost. The little boost pops up over here in the corner. Ahoy, welcome to Buxtonbury's famous beach. It's nice to have you here. Such a great spot, don't you think? I've already seen some people with your crime and fantasy titles in hand. I can't wait for the next flea market. It was so much fun to help out the Horticultural Society last time. Will the bookshop be there again? It seems like people were really interested last time. Come on, you should go. Let's hang out there. All right? We're going. We're going to the flea market. I liked it a lot. It was fun. Okay, sales aren't too bad. I feel like they're maybe about the same as other places. Oh my god, so sorry. That was my alarm. I need to remember to turn that off on Wednesdays because I'm streaming. So sorry if that scared you all. I want something short and sweet, but I'll rage if I have to read another so-called classic. I can't get I can't get enough of The Invasion. It's for my little sister. I just can't help that. Why give me your likes if it's for your little sister? Anyway, so the only kids book that we have is Stormbreaker. Let's see, what was The Invasion about? Okay, so it's like a sci-fi, a 90s sci-fi book. Okay, this one was published in the early 2000s, so it could have some of that 90s classic and or 90s vibe, and also I think would be considered sci-fi. Yeah, this character has been here before, and I think they've said the same thing. So I was really shocked the first time that it happened. Um, but what do we think? I mean, this is the only kids book that I have, and The Invasion, as we know, we just sold it, is a kids book. So, do we want to do this one again, or do we want to do Stormbreaker? It does also seem to be, um, maybe a sci-fi, because it's got like well, maybe not sci-fi. I don't know. Hmm. I don't know what this book is about. Hold on, I'm gonna look up this book. Yeah, I don't know. Let's try it. Okay. We'll see what happens. Oh, now that's a surprising treat. Stormbreaker is my favorite. Okay. Fun. Harper. Hey, you look like you're good at picking up stuffs. My mom told me we have to go home, but I don't have all my shells yet. Shells? Yeah, ever heard of marine biology? It's where you study stuff from the sea, like starfish and and mermaids and clams. That's why I need seashells, to look at them for science. Can you pick some up for me, please? Here, I'll give you my special marine biologist device. It's a little jar. How cute. Okay, allows you to collect 12 seashells. I picked up almost all of them from today, but some more should have washed up by tomorrow. I just need 12 more. Okay, fun. My mom's calling me again. Okay, bye. I love Harper. Alright, another recommendation. Sorry, I'm in a bit of a hurry. Please, no dry or dull reading, and I need something with relevance. Nothing outdated, but I want something that's part of a series. So we need something that's relevant, not outdated. Okay. So, what do we have in the fantasy section? Okay. Astrobotanist Mark Watney is left behind on Mars. Um, okay. But I don't know if this one is part of a series, but it was published in 2011. And it's a sci-fi book that doesn't seem very dry. I mean, we could give we could give this person True Beauty Volume 1. After being bullied for her appearance in middle school, um, this person, I'm not gonna even attempt to say that name because I, quite frankly, don't even know where to start. Starts over with a new look. After mastering the art of makeup, none of her new friends know what her face really looks like. The first print of a popular Korean webtoon. Yeah, okay, it's a manga. Okay. And I'm not gonna even. I mean, we don't really have any. What about here? We don't really have anything else that would be part of a series. But the difficulty's not hard. So, I mean, maybe True Beauty. It is part of a series. What do we think? Me thinks. I kind of want to go with True Beauty just because the difficulty's not hard. And it was also published in 2022. So it is very current as far as like publishing time. Yeah, the only reason that I would like stay away from like Anne is just because it was published in 1908 and this person may not like that. So we're going to go with True Beauty. True Beauty. Sweet, I love that I don't have to say goodbye to these characters anytime soon. Awesome. Okay. So, Harper is still buying books. So I wonder if for Harper's birthday tomorrow, if we have to go to a certain location, if we need to come back to the beach, or if Harper will just appear anywhere. I don't know. But I do know that we are closed for the day. And our bestseller of the day was actually kids' books, which makes, no, our bestseller was fantasy books, then kids' books, which makes sense. We were at the beach. It makes sense. Lots of kids looking to read fantasy or kids' books. That checks out. Um, let's see. So, let me go ahead. I'm going to go check the journal just one more time because I don't want to mess up Harper's birthday. Okay, so it does say where she was last seen. And she likes facts, trivia, and is a bit of a know-it-all. So we definitely need to stock up on fantasy and fact books today. So, what do we think? Do we go back to the beach? Because Harper may be more inclined to be there because it's where she was last at. Yeah, I think that may be what we do. And also, I wanted to, really quick though, before we go into the next day, we do have some new things that we can add that I forgot that I had purchased. Okay, so we have a little bird feeder that we could add. I don't know if I like the bird feeder there though. We'll put it on the entrance. And then, yeah, I mean, we've got everything that we can have equipped for decoration, we've got equipped. So, But we added the little birdhouse. I think I maybe bought the birdhouse last time. So, okay. Alright, let's go back to the beach for today. Just, again, because I don't want to mess up Harper's birthday. Because Harper is a new fave. Okay. Let's see. Let's definitely stock up on the fantasy books today. We'll add a few more than what we've usually got in stock. And then fact books, we'll add a few more than we've usually got in stock. And then I will put some more kids books down here as well, because we did sell out of kids books yesterday. Yeah, I think that's good. I like that. Okay. Alright. And let's also see if we can find some shelves. Shelves? Some shells for Harper as well. Because I don't know. Oh, we visited the beach 3 times, so we got another stamp. How fun. Let's see. Do we see any shells? Yes, there's one there. And then we can also take the skull home. Wow, that is a very high sales chance for the crime books. Interesting. Okay, we will have to put that skull out and see. Oh, and look, it put the little shell. Now there's a little shell in there. How fun. Okay. Sorry, I'm in a bit of a hurry. Crime is my passion. I mean, I love a crime novel. I really don't want any plot twists, though. I'm a fan of books like The Gunslinger. Okay. The gunslinger's treacherous search for his ancient adversary leads him across an alternate reality of the Old West. A path full of monsters, demons, and sacrifice lead him to his ultimate destination, the Dark Tower. Okay. Okay. Let's see what we've got in the crime section. Wait, crime but no plot twists. I'm confused about that. This person likes crime books, but no plot twists? Huh? Anyway. Pet Cemetery. I have not read... Where's Katie at when you need her? Because I've not read Gone Girl or Pet Cemetery. I have read The Telltale Heart. But I don't remember if there's a plot twist in it or not. And then The Shadow of the Wind, I've also never heard about. Just starting to uncover the book and its author. Okay. Sometimes dead is better because whatever came back from the grave no longer answers to he or kitty. Gunslinger. Is Gunslinger Stephen King? I don't know. It doesn't say. I'm going to look it up. The Gunslinger. Let's see. Yes, it is Stephen King. Okay, then we go with Stephen King. That works. Yay! Fun. Oh yes, Pet Cemetery. This case sounds fantastic. Or fascinating, not fantastic. How fun. Let's see. I really wish that we got like all the characters' names, because I would like to know who comes in the shop and has the recommendations. I would like to see their names. Or does it give you their names? I don't think so. Oh, there's Harper! Harper's here. Hey, you know what? Is it birthday related? Hey, what? How'd you know about that? Yes, it's no big deal, you know. Just the best day ever today. So, summer birthdays are the best. We can picnic at the beach, and I get to have as much ice cream as I want. No one can tell me no. Well, my parents did say I had to wait till after eating before I could swim again, but I'll forgive them this time since I'm almost a grown-up now. Anyway, nice of you to say hello. I would offer you some cake, but we already ate it all. Sorry, bye-bye. Happy birthday, Harper. Okay, new recommendation. Hi, hello. I'm looking for something magical or supernatural. I don't want anything academic, though. Okay, fantasies immediately. Okay. We have ink heart. Pen and paper can bring characters to life, but what happens when they escape the page? The beginning of a fantastical and dangerous adventure into the world of a book for all ages. Then we have Percy Jackson. Percy Jackson is magical. Maybe. Potentially. You know what? Yeah. I forgot about Luke's daughter, but yeah. I agree. I need to rewatch Gilmore Girls. It's getting that time, and I feel like I need to do a little bit of a refresh on the whole series, because last year I only actually read the first 3 seasons of the show. But yeah, now that you mention it, Harper does give the vibes of Luke's daughter. Okay. I feel like we could really be safe with any one of these. We could do Witchwood. Witchwood seems like it's going to be a bit more supernatural. There's the Invisible Man. Gregory the Overlander. I kind of maybe want to do Witchwood. It just seems like it will be more supernatural leaning. But it doesn't. Let me just make sure. Disappearing minister, a satanic cult, and a ravaging plague. Okay, no, I don't think it'll be academic. So let's go with that. Yippee! Bewitch me, enchant me. Just don't turn me into a toad, please. That's funny. Alright, fun. Look at Harper go. Ugh. Harper might be my, well, I don't know. I have a lot of favorite characters apparently, but Harper might be at the top. Empty. That's too bad. Oh no, what are we empty on? I hate it when books just end. Give me a series, but I'm not interested in fact books. Okay. Percy Jackson. That's my immediate thought, just because this person wants a wants a book in a series, and Percy Jackson, you know, obviously obviously is a series. So yeah, let's go with Percy Jackson. Yeah, that one was quick and easy. Perfect. I'm glad I found the next part. Okay. Fun. I love Percy Jackson. I've had it in here like 2 or 3 times now, and I recommend it to people any chance I can. Alright, we're done for the day, I think. Wow. We did pretty good on sales today, too. 51 gold coins, but we won't get all of that, sadly, because of the fee, but we still did pretty good. And I think we sold out. Which genre did we sell out of? I don't know. So we sold 7 kids books, 5 fantasy books, 5 classic books, or 5 crime books. And the rest we didn't sell anything of. Okay, interesting. Okay, so today is the flea market. So we need to make sure that we are fully stocked. So I'm going to buy some more. I did not mean to buy the kids' books. Oops. But I do want to buy some used books. Okay, that gave us a little bit more crime. We're just almost out of crime books. Let's go to the flea market. Alright, we need to stock the crime section. Maybe not that many. There we go. And then stock the fantasies. And then we sold out of kids, and I accidentally just bought a whole lot of kids books, so I'm going to put some kids books down here as well. And then classics. I'm maybe going to slim down on the fantasy just a tad and add some more drama books as well. Okay. Let's go to the flea market. Alright, let's open for the day, and then we will go around, and I do want to talk to some of the vendors as well. Flea market dealer. Hey, have a look around, I guess. Wow. That was not very enthusiastic. Okay, so we have a review board. Great for leaving recommendations. When successfully recommending a book, you get 1% books to all book sales chance while equipped. And it gives you +3 in daily expenses. Okay. And then there's a toy rocket, which gives you a 4% increase to both fantasy and kids sales. And then we also have a copper jug, which I don't really think does anything. It doesn't look like it does anything too good. So I kind of want to get the sign. I'm not going to lie, the sign might be useful. But let's go talk to the art dealer. Bonjour. Okay, so this looks like the same paintings that the art dealer had oh no, we've got a few new ones. Okay, so we've got a watercolor painting from the 21st century, which gives you a 2% increase in drama sales chance. And then we've got a few paints, which I don't really want to buy any paints right now, just because I really am vibing with the green, and I don't really think that it's worth it right now. But the View of Books to Bake gives you a 2% sales chance in travel books, and fantasy sales chance, the painting of a tower gives you a 2% sales chance in fantasy books. And also, that thunder just scared me so bad. It was so loud. Alright. And then I want to go view the other... Oh, wait. Hold on. I need a quick hand. The quick hand was giving me a fern. Okay. Thanks for the fern. It is sickly, though. Says it does give you an increased classic sales chance and a 1% increase of daily expenses. A rescue plant given over into your custody by someone who would rather go unnamed. Phew, that was heavy. Thanks for the help. And I don't even know what to say to that. Thanks, I guess. I'm kind of concerned about where this plant has been, though, at this point. Looks like you got to keep this under... What? What? Look, you've got to keep this all under wraps, alright? I just know I dropped a massive fern in front of you, but it's technically not mine. Why are we robbing ferns? Like, what? What? I kind of, why are we giving me a stolen fern? I swear it was a rescue mission, though. Who tried to kill the fern? Is it Fern's fern? Sorry. But, like, is it Fern's fern? Someone left it at my uni over break. There was no one there to water it, so I couldn't exactly leave it there, right? I mean, and stole a fern. Like, I don't know if we should condone fern stealing. Well, right. Thank you. Okay, Anne. Well, I'm sure it'll be in better hands with you if it fits in perfectly with your whole cozy vibe. Thanks again. I've got to run. Cheers. So is this why Anne wanted to hang out with me? Was to give me a stolen fern? Well, Anne works over here in this little shop. I think. Yes. Anne works over here. I cannot believe... Girl? Okay, well, here is... Now I don't even know if I want to buy anything from Anne in general. Because, like, what if these plants are all stolen? But this one, the hanging succulent, gives you a 1% increase to travel sales. The Monstera also gives you that as well. And then this one gives you quite a bit. It gives you a 1% increase in kids, classic, and fantasy sales chance as well, which is quite good. I still kind of want to get the board, though, because it gives you, like, an increase overall. So I kind of really want to go buy the board. And I'm never buying a plant from you again. I'm scarred. Quite frankly, I'm scarred. But I am going to run back here really quick and buy this board. Even though it's, quite frankly, going to get, like, all of our money's going to be gone. Just because it gives you a 1% increase to all sales chances. So, and it also gives you a 3 coin increase on daily expenses. Oh, wait. Daily expenses. So does that mean... Wait a second. Does that mean it's going to be 3 coins more in daily expenses? Wait, I might not need to think that through for a second. So, I thought at first it meant daily profits, but now that I'm seeing that it says daily expenses, I don't think I'm going to buy it right now. Okay, anyway, I'm looking for a new piece in my collection. I'm also looking for books by a woman. I'd also love something classic. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Let's start down here. A Senseless Power by St. Buxton. I don't know who St. Buxton is. Charles Dickens is not what we're looking for. Crime and Punishment. I don't know. I'm not sure on that one. Oscar Wilde, no. Shirley Jackson, yes. Okay, I'm gonna go with Shirley Jackson, The Haunting of Hill House, just because I feel like it's the closest to what we're looking for. It's a classic, and it's written by a woman. So. Marvelous. Everyone has been telling me to finally read The Haunting of Hill House. Good. I don't really think that there's anything from any flea market dealer that I want to purchase anything from. The kids will love One of Us is Lying. Oh my gosh, hey, One of Us is Lying. Klaus, hey, how's it hanging? I'm still feel like something's missing in my writing. I need to figure this out or I'll keep letting the band down. Okay. Hi, mate. I tend to lean more towards nonfiction. Okay. I really enjoyed medieval carpentry. This is just about, yes, carpentry craftsmanship. Okay. Alright. So let's see. We have the origin of species. Maybe. Britain architecture. Now this one could work because medieval carpentry talks about the architecture of like castles and things, but it's like a tips, woodworking tips and tricks from the days of knights and castles. So maybe, I mean, potential. Let me see what else we've got. This is a memoir. I don't, just based on medieval carpentry, I don't think so. The decoration of houses. Okay, this is on design, travel, and culture. I feel like that would be something pretty good for, like songwriting because it expands your horizons. So, I'm going to go with this one. Really? Wait, when was it published? Wait, I thought it was published later. Oops. Maybe we should have went with the other one. By the way, look what I found. I scored some really cool records back at the stall back there. I haven't heard of any of these artists before, but maybe they'll give me some more ideas for songwriting. Now let's just hope my granddad's record player still does the job. Enjoy the market, alright? See ya. Sorry, Klaus. Klaus is really hard to give book recommendations to. Alright. Sorry, I'm in a bit of a hurry. I like historical settings. The longer the book, the better. Also, fact books are usually my go-tos. Okay. So when was this written? I want to know when this was written. That's too recent? 1897? Really? Well, I guess, you know, he was reading a book about medieval stuff. But still. Ugh. Anyway. This one may work for this. Historical settings. It is a long book. It's 700 pages. What do we think? I'm asking for your guys' help on this because apparently Klaus didn't like my last recommendation. So what do we think? The origin of species? Every time I want to say the origin of spices. But it's species. I kind of like it. I think I'm going to go with it. Okay. That's all I needed. Confirmation was all I needed. Oh, this is huge. 700 pages is a pretty decently sized book, I will say. Oh, hey, Harper. Harper's in here, too. I love that Harper just comes in and buys all the fantasy and all the fact books and doesn't branch out. Like me too. Me with my fantasy and my romance. No branching out for me. Well, a little branching out for me, but, you know. So, what do we think as far as purchasing anything? I don't think there was really anything worth it. I mean, the sign, the 1% sales chance increase was pretty good, but I feel like maybe there's better out there. So, I don't know. I think I'm just going to close up shop for today. And also, Anne, I'm never buying anything from Anne ever again. Anne's sussed me out. Like, no thank you, Anne. Sorry. Okay. So, we sold in total 21 books. We sold, the best-selling book of the day was the fact books, and then next was the crime books. So, or no, next was classic books, and then crime books. So, fun. Cool. Okay. Let's see. Do we have anything here that maybe could give us some more crime books? Because we're getting so low on the crime books, and also on fact books, too. This is best-selling biographies. Maybe we should do Grandma's old books and the biographies as well and see what we get. Okay, so we did get some more crime books with this one. We did get some more fact books, but we did get some more of everything else as well. So, but let's also get the biographies as well and see what we get. Okay, we got some fact books. We're set on fact books now, and we got one fantasy book. Okay. All right. So, I kind of want to go do the supermarket now, just because we haven't been there, and I think it'll be interesting to see how the traffic is. All right, let's restock. We need some crime books, and then we also need some classics. We need some travel books as well, and then what am I missing? Oh yeah, fact books. And then dramas. Restocking the fantasies as well, and then we'll put another classic down here. Alright, let's head to the supermarket. Oh, and we can also pet the sheep, which I think is so fun. Alright, let's see how the sales are going to do today at the supermarket. We can also interact with these little guys, and they make little whistling sounds, which is fun. Okay. So far, no customers. Eesh. Maybe a customer? Okay, we're getting some customers now. I was a little concerned. Not gonna lie. Alright, let's help somebody. I'm sorry I have to pick up my kid in a bit. I just want a literary fiction novel. I need an absolutely gut-wrenching style tragedy. I'm a fan of books like The Cat's Eye, okay? Cat's Eye tells the tale of a woman's art memory, a childhood friendship gone awry. How can she come to terms with her past, okay? Literary fiction. Let's see. Let's look in the drama books first. Ugly Love. Nope. Sense and Sensibility is a classic. But no. The Rose of Versailles. This is a manga. I don't know don't know if it would have. Jane Eyre is not anything tragic, I don't think. I don't remember. It's been so long since I've read Jane Eyre, I don't remember. And then, a romantic interpretation of the Iliad. Maybe. But it's a romantic interpretation. What else do we have? Does anybody know if there was anything super gut-wrenching in Sense and Sensibility? It's either this one or this one. Is Jane Eyre kind of tragic? Okay. Oh yeah, fought with twists and hardships. Okay. I'm gonna go with Jane Eyre. Just because I don't really know that we have anything else. Let's go with Jane Eyre. Let's see. Perfect! I love Jane Eyre. Or what? Perfect. I feel like Jane Eyre has a lot of depth. Okay. I really need to reread Jane Eyre. Funny story, actually, while we're waiting on another recommendation, I actually got Jane Eyre a bit twisted with The Scarlet Letter, because we read Jane Eyre and then we read The Scarlet Letter, and Katie had to explain to me that Jane Eyre is not the plot of Jane Eyre is not the plot of The Scarlet Letter. But it's been like 6 years since I've read Jane Eyre, so I really don't remember it at all. I need to do a reread of it. I tend to enjoy the classics. Fantasy is my fave. I can't get enough of the Odyssey. I'm on a deadline. Okay. Yes, okay. Do we have any fantasy classics? Let's see. No. 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 Let's see what we've got up here. No. I mean, Animal Farm is not really fantasy. This one? This one for this question? Or this recommendation? Do I have anything here? The Napoleon of Notting Hill. This one? Okay, we can go with this one. Let's see what happens. I've never heard of this book before. The Iliad is before the Odyssey. Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah, okay. That didn't even, like, hit in my mind. But yeah, that makes sense. Let's see what happens. Yeah! Okay! Good job, guys. Iliad and Odyssey, it was not clicking. I kept seeing the romantic part, and that was it. So, good job, guys. You all are picking up on the context clues. A little bit better than me, to be honest. Yo, I didn't think I'd see you out here today. I just dropped by because after I left my headphones at work, I'm absolutely lost without them. Or because I left my headphones at work and I'm absolutely lost without them. Okay, it must be a bit annoying for you that we're closed on Sundays, since that means not many people come by. But as an employee, I gotta tell you, I was pretty glad to have a one day where I can't get put on a shift. Yeah, and understandable. All right, enjoy your day. Okay, so that's something also to note too, is the supermarket is closed on Sunday. So maybe coming to the supermarket on Sunday is not the best idea. I didn't know that it was closed on Sunday. I kind of forgot about that. Klaus is really buying, well, I was going to say who's buying so many books. Recommendation time for Klaus. Let's see. Yo, got anything inspiring? I usually prefer nonfiction. I like niche books for the most part. I also like historical settings. Okay, let's see what we've got. Not historical enough. Not historical enough. Definitely not historical. Well, I mean, it's about Shakespeare, but actually, wait a second. This is the Spanish Civil War. And this one's niche. This one's about building. What do we think? And then this one's about Shakespeare. But none of the published dates are historical. But, I mean, the content is. So. When was the Spanish Civil War? Does anybody know? Because I don't. I kind of maybe just want to go with Shakespeare. We've recommended this book to somebody else before too. What do we think? Do we think traditional building techniques, a homage to Catalonia? Okay. After World War II? Okay. Yeah, I looked it up and it says it was 1936. I'm afraid that's just not historical enough, so do you think we should go with Shakespeare? An introduction to Shakespeare, maybe? This one? Okay. You know what? I'm going to trust you guys. Because I have no idea on this one. I'm not a nonfiction person. Not niche enough. Well, okay. Whatever. Whatever. We tried. Alright. Klaus, you are a hard person to please. Alright, let's close up for today. Guys, I think that I'm going to actually end stream a little bit earlier today, just because, like I said at the beginning, husband's birthday, and we're gonna go eat a lot of cheesecake and watch the New Heights podcast with Taylor Swift. If you guys haven't heard about that, we're gonna go watch it because husband loves the Chiefs, wife loves Taylor Swift. So, but yeah, I definitely recommend that you guys get this game. If you guys want to check out any information about this game, you guys can use !bookshop in the chat, and it will pull up info about this game, and it'll take you guys to the developer's website, and you guys can read more about it there. But I hope you guys enjoyed stream today. Um, yes, go celebrate. Yeah, we're excited to go watch some of the New Heights podcast and just chill. And also watch some Longmire as well. But I hope you guys had fun and enjoyed stream. Sorry it was a bit short, but we will be picking back up next week and playing something. I'm hoping to keep this day. I'm hoping to keep Wednesday as the streaming day. And as always, you guys can go back if you miss a stream and you can watch the VOD. It'll always be on YouTube. So also, if you guys want to follow me anywhere else, you guys can do !Mackenzie in the chat as well. It pulls up a link to my Beacons page, and that is all of my other socials. And again, you guys can do !Bookshop as well to pull up information on the Tiny Bookshop game that we are playing as well. And then I'll probably also again next week do a poll for you guys. So you guys can vote on which game that we play. I really want to play some Animal Crossing at some point. And you guys can also be deciding whether you want to just continue working on the island that I have, because it's not super duper built up. And I really want to make it super cozy and very fall themed. Or we can start over and do a complete new island together. But yeah, I think that's it. Let me get us some music going. And that's it. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me today, guys. I will see you all next time. Bye!